Welcome to Skook's Tarot. This is a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, please check your other planets. And this is going to be for September, but it can be for any time you see it. And you always have your free agency. Don't take my word for it on everything. But these are just the energies that are swirling around the collective of Aries at this time. Alright, now let's look at how your person of interest, what they're thinking, how they think about you, what their thoughts are, what sort of things running around in their little brain regarding you. Aries. Let's see what that's going to be. Ay, 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 ay. Two of air. Now that makes total sense that this is in the thought portion of the read, of the spread, because this has to do with mental activity, thoughts, not so much feelings. And it says here, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, stalemate, pretending there's no problem. Basically, they can't make up their mind about what they think about you. They can't decide, at least with the intellectual part of themselves. Now, in the area of love, using mental energy alone to understand how you feel doesn't really work. So we'll see what's going on with this person in a second here. Okay, so we have the Two of Air there. But the Two of Air is also, in my opinion, looking within for the answers as well. But it can be being indecisive, a stalemate. You know, perhaps they're seeking clarity. They're having trouble figuring out what exactly they want to make a decision on. Well, let's look at what they feel. Okay. Okay. I'm changing. I have the new green screen that I was gifted by Greg behind me. We'll see how that works in post-production. I may just not get it yet. But anyway. This is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is, of course, a card of spiritual protection. But it's also about listening to your intuition, having patience, considering carefully things before they act. So it looks to me like they're really, really, really working on figuring it out, how they feel. It doesn't seem like they know how they feel right now. But they're looking. They're trying. Okay. So how they feel about you, I mean, it seems to me like you're Aries, you're a bit of a mystery to them. Yeah. And they haven't got you figured out yet. Keep the mystery, Aries. Keep the mystery. Oh, let's say, what do they want to do? So here they are, you know, stalemate in their heads, can't figure out, trying to access their intuition. And we're going to look at what they want to do, and two of them came out. You have to change how we do it. Either that or move the camera. I could do that too. Let's see if that would work. Nah, I don't want to do that. Okay. We have the Nine of Fire and the Four of Earth. Now, fire is all about action and passion, and it's the do energy. And Earth is the have energy. And the Four of Earth is usually someone holding their cards pretty close. They may be closed off a little. They don't want to lose their abundance. They want to keep what they got. Maybe they don't want to take chances. So I see there, you know, that with the Nine of Fire is also about don't give up and protect that which you've created, and to have courage. And so, you know, I'm thinking with these two cards, if it's in the what they want to do area, it's like they want to be able to lower their guard. They want to be able to be less concerned about their coin, less concerned about their stability. They want to be courageous and take a chance. So, you know, it may not be what they do. I mean, there's a lot of things that we will have in our heart that we want to do. But, you know, we might lack the courage to do it. Okay? So, you know, the spirit is willing, but the body is weak in this instance. Now let's look at what you don't see coming regarding this person of interest. What you don't foresee. Let's see what's up with that. I'll figure this out eventually. I'll just center myself better. Maybe that would help. This is the Knight of Air. Now the knight in shining armor with his sword, he's ready to go in and cut down the enemy, cut down the opposition, be victorious, that sort of thing. Happens very quickly. Something comes in very quickly. And you may be caught off guard by something this person does or some event that occurs. This is like a, you know, an energy of heedless abandon to some extent. This is not a person that thinks before they act. Can be a little bit harsh. That is a sword of truth. It's a sword that can cut as well as illuminate. So there may be something coming that's going to be a bit of a shock. Maybe some information about this person that you did not know, you did not foresee, that stuns you slightly. Okay? And I'm going to clarify all these. I have a whole stack of cards here to play with. And the next card I'm looking at is advice from the universe. What does the universe suggest with this connection you have with somebody that's getting interesting? Okay. Ten of Fire, Ten of Wands. This is this guy that's got all those sticks on his back heading for the castle, going up the hill, just trudging along. Is taking on too much work or being burdened with too much work. A connection that's just too stress-related, out of balance. The universe is saying, if it's too much work, you know, relationships, the right relationships are fun and easy and flow and grow, and, you know, you enjoy the person a lot, you know. And I see here that this person's a bit of a I didn't want to say Debbie Downer, but if they're prone to negativity, they need to work on that. And you know, nobody's perfect. Every relationship we have is to teach us something, or we teach them something, but usually it's we teach each other something. Whether it's a successful kind of relationship or not. It says accept help from others. It could be that it might be a good idea to get some insights from your friends and people you trust, because it looks pretty heavy. I mean, I don't want something impulsive coming at me. That's not a pleasant thing. So, not sure about this person. Doesn't mean they're not for you. Doesn't mean it won't be wonderful. It's just going to it's going to be a little work. It may be a little work for getting you in the right headspace as well, heart space. Both. Getting you in the right space too. And now, how about a card about what you can do? What can you do to help this interesting interaction you're having with this individual? What can you do, Aries? Whoa. I have too many lights. Thank you, Greg, for the lights, too. I needed them because the green screen has to be lit up, too. Five of Fire and the Moon. Archangel Haniel. I'll look at the Moon first. The Moon can be about illusions, delusions, jumping to the wrong conclusions. It can be about the universe saying you need to connect to your intuition and look deeper. You need to trust in the divine to go down that misty, smoky trail, as they call it. And the card itself says, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Part of this, which was the advice from the universe, could be about you as well. That these are burdensome fears. It isn't a sword card, but burdens can be of many kinds. And if you carry, worry and fear, it bleeds over into your reality a lot. You'll attract other kinds of burdens, other kinds of things that are fearful. So if you can work on your sense of peace and, centering and, basically using the intuitive power of the Moon, which is a sacred feminine energy, and the sacred feminine energy is all about self-love and that sort of thing. And I think that self-love is probably one of the most challenging things that we as human beings have to work through, because this world is just brutal. It can be brutal. People can be brutal. But this can also mean something hidden behind the scenes. So, but in the spot of what you can do, I would say this is, you need to access your intuitive abilities, your gut, try not to use your intellect to find the answers. Look into your heart, look into your spirit, look to the divine to find information. And this is the Five of Wands, Five of Fire, which is about competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. You have to decide what you want. And don't ignore the red flags. Okay? The details are important. Okay, so that's kind of the general thing here. Now I'm going to clarify the fun part. Let's clarify what they think about you, the Two of Air. Page of Cups. Love offer, love messages. Somebody who may be brutally honest. The pages have a tendency to be messengers of truth. Maybe creative. But in this position, I'd say they're thinking about, whether they should ask you out or ask you out again if they've been out with you. Whether they should text you something, whether they should tell you how they feel. They're a little bit conflicted here. But I see that they think of you very fondly, I would say. But it's not a long-term energy. This Knight of Air is very in and out. And the page is not a long-lasting thing. But it could be a message of affection, love. Let's go do something fun. Let's go to the movies. Let's go have coffee. That sort of thing. Now let's look at how they feel. So their feels are popping up finally. I think they not prone, whoever this is that's either in your life now or coming soon, is not prone for the warm fuzzies being visible. They keep their cards close, I would say. So the High Priestess, what do they feel? Let's get a clarifying card for that. Well, if one can't do three, you'll do better. All right? We have, ladies and gentlemen, Four of Cups, Five of Wands, and Death. Okay, so here they are. Trying to be patient. When I look at the High Priestess, I want to I would say that they are probably a little psychic. Just saying. But then the Four of Cups is here, and here, the universe is offering them a cup. And they're not looking at it. It's the same cup that the page wants to give. So I feel like the universe has said, here's a cup. Here's a cup of love, intuition, psychic ability, creativity, joy. Why don't you take it and find someone to give it to? And they're like, no, nobody wants my cup. And then there's Five of Wands, which we already had earlier, which was all about competition. And I think they're looking at you, Aries, saying, they got other people that want them. They're, I can't compete with that. They, I would say, are not just a little bit insecure. I think they're really insecure. Could be wrong, but it's kind of how I see it. And then you have the Death card, which is about the end of something and the beginning of something new. And I feel like they're going to, if they listen to Spirit, they're going to stop worrying about that competition. They're going to turn around and look at that cup, and they're going to say, I want to give this cup, this love I have within me, this warmth and creativity, I want to give that to somebody, a certain somebody. And I'm going to do it. This is the death of their old way of thinking, the old way of doing. This is saying, no more of that. I have been so unsuccessful in love in the past. I need to change what I'm doing. And it could be that you affect them so much on so many levels, deeply, that they just might get the courage to come toward you with that cup of love and psychic connection. Okay? Now let's look at what they want to do. Now they were still pretty closed off and protected. We saw that Four of Earth and that sort of thing, and the Nine of Wands, which was all about, universe saying don't give up. They have a certain amount of determination in their character. They want to heal. They want to heal sufficiently so they can open up. This card says, and you know what I told you about, that what they feel, that they were going to put down that insecurity and just take a chance and realize that the universe has given them a cup of joy towards somebody, and they should give it to them. That Page of Cups is there to give that cup to you. And this one is the personal battle ends. This is the battle. Sorry. The battle that ended with death. It's ended. They've stopped fighting their true nature, their heart, their desires. They're stopping that. Now I can't tell you what they're going to do. But they want to stop fighting it. They want to get rid of those anxious feelings, the nerves they get when they want to talk to you, that sort of thing. They want to let their guard down. Remember I told you that they had their guard up? They had their guard up right here, and this card's right on top of it. And this is wanting to let their guard down. This totally goes together. Healing. Healing from a battle, probably with themselves and their own stubbornness and fears and insecurities. But sometimes love becomes so enlarged in a person, so expansive, that they can't fight it. There's a certain amount of surrender in this card. as well as healing. But it's a surrender to the divine order, to the proper things that are meant for you on your path, that sort of thing. And they're trying to heal and let go and be able to give of themselves to someone else, to give that love to someone. Now let's look at what you don't see coming. That Knight of Air, which was this, knight on his sword with his coming pell-mell and head forth into your experience in this world. Let's see what else you don't see coming, okay? All right. Page of Swords, another page. Messages of truth. It can also be a new way of thinking. Perhaps information that shocks you. They could be also, what you don't see coming is they could be spying on your social media. They may be asking friends about you. They may be trying to get information about you without you knowing. And let's look at advice from the universe with anything else they have to say. Oh, there it goes. The Star. Now we had the Ten of Fire, which was that burdensome stuff going on. Heavy, tiring, exhausting, working too hard, maybe concentrating too much on other things than love. And then you get the Star, which is a star of great hope and divine intervention and synchronicities and magic and wish fulfillment. It's like the universe is saying, have hope. Don't give up. Don't give up on love if this particular individual fusses out on you. Okay? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I know, because I'm a country girl. No way you can make a horse drink if he doesn't want to. Trust me on this one. This is also about someone coming into your life that can change your life drastically. This is an illuminating experience or person coming into your life. Someone a little magical. Okay. Now let's look at what you can do. Nine of Pentacles. Just do your lovely. Concentrate on yourself, making yourself happy, making yourself satisfied creatively, financially, whatever way that makes you happy. Be grateful for your abundance. Don't worry about love. When you worry less about love, that's when love comes. It's kind of like animals, like a donkey. You try to push a donkey, it's not gonna go. You can entice, you can tempt, you can do all kinds of things, but you can't force them. You cannot force love. You cannot force anyone to love you. All you can be is be the lovely person you are, Aries. Love yourself first. Work on your own joys and satisfactions. Love your friends. Be open-hearted so that when love comes, you'll be ready. 'Cause I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if this person's going to be able to open up to you. You may or may not know who they are. They may not even have gotten the gumption to, Hey, let's go have a cup of coffee. They may not even have gotten here yet, Aries. You may have to be patient. You may have to let them know that you like them. You know, because if they're that insecure and they think, oh, Aries is too amazing, they wouldn't even look at me. If you really like somebody, tell them. I mean, life's too short to run around not telling people you care. Okay? All right. Now, the fun cards. Romance angels. Let's get 3 romance angels for Aries. Well, tell us something fun for Aries, please. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Well, let's see what's happening, huh? All right. Okie dokie. Children. I see this as, well, either you want to have children, or children are already in your life and this is a factor, whether you have children or the person that you're looking at has children, that, you know, as much as we'd all love to just love who we want to love, you know, our families do have a factor in it sometimes. Especially if they're young. If they're grown, you know, not so much, but if they're young, this will be something you will be considering. That your family relationships are going to be an important part of your deciding what you do romantically. Heart-to-heart conversations. Now, if you ever get this person to go have a cup of coffee, or if you're texting them or whatever it is that you're doing, I can't stress how important it is to have heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Probably the hardest thing to do with another person is to really open up your heart and be honest about how you feel. And sometimes it may be so seldom or so long since you have opened up, it may be uncomfortable and it may be difficult for you to know your own truth. Know how you feel, know how you think, really. But talking with somebody out loud really, really helps that. Helps you clarify how you think and feel about something. And therapists get paid for that, you know. They get paid to listen to you. You know, if you can find a friend that'll listen to you, it's a lot cheaper. The third card is romantic feelings. That if you have feelings for somebody, it says here, your feelings are real and worth exploring. I don't know, I think this person has been closed off and not validating, not honoring their feelings for you. And you know what happens to people that don't honor the feelings for someone, they'll lose that person. Because, you know, if they don't honor these feelings, they won't do anything. There'll be no action. And in regards to you, it's important that if you like somebody, that you let them know, if at all possible. It might not be appropriate sometimes, but, you know, come on, we all need a little. I don't mind if someone says, you know, I know you're not interested in me, but dang, I really like you. That means a lot. That means a lot. Okay, let's look at the Whispers of Love oracles, which are awesome for you, Aries. I'm going to close it off with a couple other cards. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Well, didn't I tell you that it was awfully hard to do this? I think with this this whole scenario here you're dealing with, Aries. At least one person's having difficulty with this. Because this, you could have several people interested in you. But the one I picked up on was this insecure person who doesn't know how to speak their truth, doesn't know how to unburden themselves and open up. They're working on it. They want to do it. They're having trouble with it. They need to talk. They need to talk to you. It would only do them good to do so. And it would be good for you as well, because you need to know how people feel about you. You need to know how you feel about them. And if you're not interested in them romantically, it's a good idea to let them know before they, spend any more days in misery. Seriously. Just saying. Put the person out of their misery. Okay. I have these cards, which is spell casting. I just got these. I love getting cards. I'll have to cut back for a while, though. I've got plenty now. Okay, how about a card from the universe regarding this whole situation Aries is dealing with? Any advice? Justice. Now I'm going to look up this one. I think though, looking at it, I see this incredibly spiritual angelic being holding scales. And justice is all about balance, fairness, equal give and take. And I'm trying to think, is there... I think I have to look in the book because I don't think I have an equivalent. Should be justice on the... is all about karma and seeking the truth, self-honesty, that sort of thing, balance. So, karma might have a hand in this, that when you run into somebody who just can't seem to overcome their fear for some reason, there could be some past life or karmic issue that they have. And this is all about, you need to make sure that no matter what relationship you get into, Aries, that it's fair and balanced and just. And it's also a call to deal with others fairly. Perhaps giving this person a fair chance to express themselves. Even if you don't end up with this person, what you can do for them is be a listening ear of truth for them to bounce their feelings off of, basically. And if they know that, that even though they feel this way, that they can express how they feel and they're not going to be damaged by you, that they're going to be treated fairly and kindly and patiently, and that you can, if you need to reject them, that you will do it with equanimity and kindness, and hopefully help them to become stronger and more brave. Because, oh, I did this and I'm okay. I'm still okay. Okay? This is important. And it's important for you, and it's important for anyone who interacts with you in any level of your life. And then I have these really cool cards here, which is, I forget what they're called. But let's pull one of those. Love is the reason. Love is the reason. Each person in your life is there for a reason. And that reason always has something to do with love. Like me, signed the universe. When people come into your life, even briefly, love is the reason. Something for you to learn, something for them to learn. Well, I hope this helps you out, Aries. Keep love in your heart and keep thinking those good thoughts. And keep looking up. Talk to you next time.